Hey friends, just wanted to jump out in front of this video and let you know there is an issue with the sound quality on the video you're about to watch. I had some issues with a microphone that dropped out and I wasn't able to recover the audio and make it sound the way I wanted to. So if you are ever curious on what the in-camera audio from a Panasonic GH5 sounds like, you're going to get about 9 minutes of this next video to find out. So hopefully you can see it through and I'll have it resolved next time. See ya! Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, Mr. Gorbachev, break down that wall. Breakwall IPA is a 6% New England Style IPA from Big Lake Brewing in Holland, Michigan. Big Lake has been releasing a lot of really intriguing beers lately. Big Lake, if you're watching, I still haven't found Blood Orange Lake Haze. I'm dying here. Today I have a New England Style IPA from them, Breakwall IPA. Now I know that Brad Allison already pointed this out in his Big Lake Haze review, that they're basically sticking labels over their old cans. And you can really tell on this one because it's already starting to peel. But I think that them changing up their labeling really just kind of subtly has really helped them start moving beer off the shelves. So with that being said, let's take a look at the label here and then we'll get into the beer. This is obviously a stick-on label. You can see the seam on here. There is something going on underneath. And it is, it's a Dark Star label underneath here, which is their stout. And on the can here, it's just a black and white with a little bit of a green printed label. It says Breakwall Juicy IPA, Holland, Michigan. There's a government warning, brewed and canned by Big Lake Brewing in Holland, Michigan. Has their website, biglakebrewing.com. And then on the side here, it says a Juicy IPA featuring Citra and Mosaic hops. And their slogan, dive in. So this is, I just kind of randomly, I was looking for new beer to kind of try and bring to the channel. I randomly saw this at my local bottle shop, and I figured, well, I was looking for, again, Blood Orange Lake Haze, but I didn't find it because I haven't found it yet. And on this side of the state, at least. So like I said, Big Lake, get in touch. And so I found this one. It sounded pretty interesting. Really minimal, super minimal black and white design. There's not a whole lot going on here, but I like that. And I think that, customers are kind of starting to see, this really really easy to remember beer names like Lake Beer or Lake Haze, or they have another one that's like super simple. It's not going with, the Dark Star stuff or Leroy Brown or names like that. They're just like really easy 1 or 2 word names. Not that they were super complex before, but it seems like they're really, really kind of hitting their mark with that market. And it just kind of shows why all these labels are important. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a smell out of the can here. Wow, it smells actually pretty juicy. It has a nice citrus kind of nose. Got a lot of dankness to it, so I am ready to pour this. I got my IPA glass, which I'm, just awesome at pouring into, usually. So it's pouring out a little lighter than I would expect. And we're going to start pouring it right down the center here. Now I'm taking to mean that because this is a Juicy IPA, that it's a New England Style IPA. So scratch that. It could just be an IPA that happens to be juicy. There's not a whole lot of... There's a little bit of suspension, a little bit of stuff floating in there, a little bit of a haze to it, but it's not super hazy. I mean, I can see somewhat through this glass, but it's not super, super thick. I do see a lot of particulate hanging out a little bit on the bottom, but on the top, it's really kind of floating there. And that's just to give you a little bit better of a glance. It is a nice, bright yellow color. I'm going to go ahead and put a better nose on it here in the glass. But yeah, it's got a nice kind of citrus scent to it. There's no date on this can. But I did just pick this up. I haven't seen any announcement about this or when it was released. But yeah, getting a nice Citra and Mosaic kind of dank smell to it. Picking up a little bit more on the kind of citrusy, bright citrusy scent. And we're going to go ahead and dive in. So cheers. So this has a bit of a brightness to it. It's not super juicy. It says Juicy IPA, and I was saying it was a New England style. Not really sure if it's just a regular IPA that I'm kind of putting the the New England style on, but they're definitely saying it's juicy. But I'm getting a nice, like, bright upfront taste. It's not super, super juicy. It's kind of more on the, maybe on like an actual juice, like a lemon kind of juicy taste, a little bit of orange mixed in there. But as it goes down, you start to pick up a little bit of a bitterness, but it's nice and it's subtle. It's nice and balanced. And there's this orangey, lemony kind of sweetness in there. It's almost like I wouldn't go so far as say it's like a lemon head kind of sweetness, sugary, lemony flavor in there, but it's definitely got a citrus quality to it that it brings a little touch of sweetness, and then instantly that bitterness kind of is just brought in, and then the aftertaste is like nothing. You swallow it, the bitterness is in there with that sweetness, and then you swallow it, and then it's like you got a pretty clean palate afterwards. Maybe picking up on a little bit of an aftertaste. Maybe picking up a little bit on a kind of zesty, lemony aftertaste, but it's not too strong. It's a really smooth beer. It's really light. It's 6%, so you're getting it's not super heavy. Again, you're getting 6%, so you're getting some of that kind of flavor in there, but I've had bigger flavored 6% beers before, so I don't want to say, I don't want to go all in and say, oh, this is awesome. It's good, but I'm not getting a whole lot of flavor. I'm getting kind of a really light, really thin kind of citrus juiciness at the very beginning. Not super juicy, not like Batch's Rainbow Colors Blended, where it's like, super juicy. It tastes like orange juice from concentrate in that beer, like right out of the can. This one is a lot thinner. It's a lot lighter. It's a lot, the mouth feels a lot lighter. It's not heavy. It's not medium. It's actually on the thin side. Yeah, I would say if I had my choice, it's not a bad beer, but if I had my choice between this and another one of Big Lake's offerings, Lake Haze, I would go Lake Haze every single time. It's just got a lot more flavor. I think it's actually a little bit lighter. I think it's under 6% or really close to that. So it's got a little bit of a lighter alcohol, but it's got more taste, more flavor. It's like a sessionable kind of New England style IPA. This one is just kind of, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's great, and I think, again, if I had my choice, if I had my druthers between this and Lake Haze, I don't see how I could go with Breakwall, unfortunately. Like I said, I haven't seen much promotion on this. I don't know if this is like a really kind of short distribution or a really limited run. I haven't seen anything about it on their social media, which they're really good about posting their new stuff. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. If you have Big Lake, if you have Blood Orange Lake Haze, definitely get in touch because I really want to try that out. But I would kind of put a pass on Breakwall if you have the option to get like the regular Lake Haze, because I think Lake Haze, for around the same ABV, it just has more flavor, has more of a satisfying taste to it. All right, friends, that has been Breakwall IPA from Big Lake Brewing. Have you had Breakwall or another beer from Big Lake? What are some that I should be on the lookout for, or other viewers of this channel? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also find links to some Draft Therapy shirts, a custom Tiku glass, my social media, and a link to my blog at drafttherapy.com. I'm also going to start doing some monthly live streams, so follow me on social media if you're interested in getting heads up on that. I kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to do and give you a little bit more of a heads up. Anyways, but until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. And remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are, and don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.